Let's talk about limiting beliefs and communication. Now, what do limiting beliefs have to do with communication? Well, they've got a whole lot to do with our willingness to show up and use our voice. Now, I say willingness and not ability because we're all able. What a limiting belief has us doing is believing something about ourselves that's simply not true. And it can sound like I'm not good enough, or I'm not worthy, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm a failure, or I don't matter. And we take these limiting beliefs and we enter into our interactions, and more often than not, they sabotage us. So can you think of a time you went into a meeting or a networking event, for example, and you were all prepped and ready to go, and it was your turn to speak, and all that came out was verbal diarrhea, or you shut down, or some other undesirable reaction happened? Now, here's what's happening. A limiting belief will create an emotion, usually fear. And then that emotion will create a sensation in the body. Say, for example, a lump in the throat. And then the sensation will cause a reaction. So the verbal diarrhea or shutting down or aggression, or again, some other undesirable reaction. And we take that undesirable reaction as proof of the validity of the limiting belief. And all we've done is fed a self-fulfilling prophecy of this false belief. So how do we figure out what limiting beliefs we have running in our interactions? Well, a good place to start is to observe the voice in our head. Now we're going to listen to its language, not to believe what it's telling us about ourselves, but to pinpoint the belief and when it's happening. So you're going to listen for things like, is it discouraging you or telling you you're going to embarrass yourself or make a fool out of yourself, or that you're going to fail? Before an interaction, during the interaction, and what is it saying after the interaction? And when you have a limiting belief, now you can do something about it. And some of the tools that I use that are incredibly effective in letting go of limiting beliefs are the quantum change process, the quantum time release process, and timeline therapy. And when we get rid of these limiting beliefs, we can now create space for beliefs that will support our success. So you want to remember that when we're dealing with limiting beliefs and communication, the limiting beliefs are not who you are. They don't define who you are or your success. They can be transcended, and you can become the clear, the confident, and the powerful communicator you want to be.